Now, ISKCON has expressed its unwavering support for Chinmoy Prabhu's rights and freedom to peacefully advocate for the protection of Hindus and their places of worship in Bangladesh. This statement comes after the top Hindu voice was unjustly detained and two of his devotees from the Pundarik Dham temple were arrested while attempting to deliver food to the Prabhu. The arrests occurred when the devotees who were assisting Prabhu visited the prison. Amid growing outrage, a protest rally was also held in Siliguri by the Hindu Jagran Manch. Protesters condemned the arrest as part of a conspiracy against Hindus, citing the growing persecution of religious minorities in Bangladesh. This comes amid demands to ban the International Society for Krishna Conscience in Bangladesh. The religious organization has distanced itself from these allegations that were placed on the monk Chinmoy Krishna Das, who was arrested on sedition charges. We can look at the protests that have taken over Kolkata, Siliguri and Jammu. In fact, in Jammu, the Shiv Sena is also protesting against the arrest. We're also joined by my colleague Kishle from the Calcutta newsroom to get you more on the story. Kishle, could you tell us, can you talk to us about what is happening in these protests? The international chorus, the global chorus around the release of the monk has increased. We're seeing different protests in Kolkata, Siliguri and Jammu. What do you think the tension is like, and where far do you think this will take the decision of releasing the Hindu monk in Bangladesh?
Well, exactly since the day Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu was arrested, there has been back-to-back protests all across the world, and especially in Bangladesh and in India and in adjoining regions. There has been large-scale protests. Yesterday we saw there was a protest by Hindu Jagaran Manch in Kolkata, which was quite, in fact, tense. We also saw ISKCON Kolkata official protesting with Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu's photo in their hand to demand his release, and also we saw protests all across India, including Jammu and Kashmir. There was a protest as well in Siliguri. So, at one hand, these protests are going on. ISKCON has made it clear again that they stand firmly with Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu, and they also continue to protest and demand the release of Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu as soon as possible. ISKCON International would be protesting and continuing to voice their opinion about it. On the other hand, we also saw yesterday there was a big update that two of the assistants of Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu was arrested, and how? When they went to deliver food to Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu. So this is shocking and condemnable. Violently, all kind of human rights propositions are broken by Bangladeshi Yunus government, and the whole world is watching, in fact. Therefore, the protest is intensifying. Today, again, there are 3 or 4 protests planned across the day in West Bengal. Kolkata as well will see 2 or 3 protests. So these protests are happening back to back till the time Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu is released. We are getting to know that separate cook has been arranged for him in the jail under international pressure. 2 days there was no food that was given to him, but right now cook has been arranged, a Vaishnava cook has been arranged by Bangladeshi government under international pressure, and now we are just waiting to see when Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu will be released. Till then, all Hindu organizations, including ISKCON, will protest to demand his release and to ask for security of Hindus in Bangladesh.
Right, Kishle. And despite ISKCON's clarification on the matter against the sedition charges which are pressed on the Hindu monk, Bangladesh continues to peddle fake news. So this is not going to do any good to the state. In fact, Sheikh Hasina has also said that the rights of the minorities are being hindered in Bangladesh. So what do you have to say about that? Anything on that?
Well, exactly. ISKCON, there was a writ petition in High Court that ISKCON needs to be banned as soon as possible. That was rejected. The government had to take back that particular case because there was no evidence. So it's in a way a victory and vindication to the position that ISKCON is one of the most humanitarian and non-violent organizations, all working all across the world. ISKCON has made it clear that it will continue to fight for Chinmay Krishna Prabhu and for the Hindus in Bangladesh, but these sedition charges are utterly wrong and false and intentionally being charged against ISKCON devotees. On the other hand, the Sheikh Hasina statement, which came yesterday, again clearly points out the failure of Yunus's government, supported by Jamatis and extremists, to uphold the right of minorities and Hindus in Bangladesh. Protest is intensifying all across India, all across Bangladesh, and all across the world, and we just need to see and wait till the time that this whole Jamati government falls under pressure and collapses, and that is where it is going. It's a very clear indication that Yunus government is right now trying to hold it back, but it's in a very tricky position and now is trying to backtrack by saying that no, we are not declaring ISKCON as a banned organization. It has been cleared by the government yesterday that the government is not thinking about that. They backtracked in that. Also, they are trying to organize facilities for Chinmay Krishna Prabhu, which they were not doing initially. So there has been a change in their stance under international pressure, and that is what is very evident.
Right, Kishre, thank you so much. We will stay on the story, but for now, there are reactions pouring in from Hindu monks who have hit the streets in protest against the injustice in Bangladesh. Listen in.
আমাদের কর্মসূচি আছে আমরা বাঘাযতীন পার্ক থেকে আমাদের এসডি অফিসে আমরা যাব এবং আমাদের স্মারকলিপি দেব। আমাদের কর্মসূচি আছে আমরা বাঘাযতীন পার্ক থেকে আমাদের এসডি অফিসে আমরা যাব এবং আমাদের স্মারকলিপি দেব। আমরা চিন্ময় কৃষ্ণ দাসের মুক্তির জন্য, অবিলম্বে মুক্তির জন্য আমরা সমস্ত সনাতনী জাগরণ মঞ্চ থেকে ঐক্যবদ্ধভাবে আমরা এর মুক্তি চাচ্ছি এবং অবিলম্বে নিঃশর্ত মুক্তি চাচ্ছি, যাতে সনাতনী মানুষের মনে খুব তাড়াতাড়ি শান্তি ফিরে আসে। এবং সনাতন জাগরণ মঞ্চ থেকে আমরা এটি আশা করব, বাংলাদেশে যেভাবে হিন্দুদের নির্যাতন নিপীড়ন হচ্ছে, যেভাবে মা বেটির এবং জীবিকার উপর যে নির্বিচার চলছে, এটা অবিলম্বে বন্ধ হওয়া উচিত এবং সমস্ত হিন্দু সমাজকে আমরা ঐক্যবদ্ধভাবে এগিয়ে আসার জন্য আহ্বান করছি।